Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4 Kilobyte Shorts Let's Play of Kentucky Route Zero. We're just about to head into the deep, dark, blocked-off cave while Conway waited for us back at the entrance. I just want to give you guys a heads up though. I played through this a little bit ago. I actually finished Kentucky Route Zero Act 1, and when it finishes, the game just ends. And the bad part about that is the fact that when it just ends, it causes the recordings to not work anymore. So the last few minutes of the game from here on were trash. So unfortunately this part won't be blind. But hopefully it will be just as interesting as it was the first time, and I will go through all the steps that I took to where it doesn't change the experience. So, helmets. Not uncommon in caves, or in mining tunnels, I guess, to toss the helmets down. Although with the flood, the way they mentioned the flood, makes you wonder why they're all down here. And then back outside. Ooh. I guess Conway didn't want to wait. No, there's Conway. Not doing so hot though. Homer. Super fun Homer. Ooh, shack. Check out the shack. Come on, Conway. I know you're wounded, but take some time, huh? The cramped shack is lined with wooden shelves. Dusty stacks of tape reels and notebooks crowd the room, but a bit of moonlight filters through the window near the ceiling. On a small desk in the middle of the room lay 3 notebooks. The red one is labeled J. Marquez, the green one is labeled R. Marquez, and the blue one is unlabeled. Alright, we'll start with the red notebook. Conway opens the red notebook. The pages are covered in disorganized notes, some written horizontally and others scribbled vertically into margins. A few pages are lined more evenly and divided up into charts correlating seasons, lyrics, harmonies, and coal hauls. And if you noticed, Shannon just ran out. And we'll try the green notebook next. On each page is a delicately rendered charcoal drawing. Most are portraits of rugged faces. Near the middle of the book, there are a few drawings of a young girl in a miner's helmet. She plays along the minecraft carts, collecting pieces of wire. In one drawing, another young girl sits nearby, intently studying a book. That's probably Shannon and Weaver. And the blue notebook. The notebook is full of Greek letters and cryptic mathematical formulas. Near the back of the book, what first looks like it might be... Oh yeah, this place. These notebooks are labeled Marquez. Your parents are the archivists? No, Weaver's parents are the archivists. My parents were miners. How's the leg? I can walk on it, but it's slow. Well, I'll try not to get too far ahead of you. You don't mind my hitching a ride, do you? I kinda got a lift out here, and wasn't sure if, when I'd be heading back. I can drive. Yeah, maybe that's best. Don't worry, I've been driving since I was 9. I still need to find the 0. Well, it's like I told you, Weaver doesn't lie. If she sent you here to find your on-ramp, this is where you should be looking. Or maybe you just weren't listening closely enough, and that's not exactly what she said. I saw Weaver at my workshop. That's up north by Lake Nolan, right at Wax and Peonia, in the back of the bait shop. Pretty glamorous, right? These are the times we live in. She's either up there or back at the farmhouse. Whichever you want to head to first, just let me know. Alright, Shannon. But of course, before anything else, we have to talk to Homer. We have to see how he's doing. Hey, Homer. Conway stands solemnly in front of Homer. Homer, this is Shannon. Nice to meet you, Homer. Got some dried banana slices in my bag. Would you like one? Oh yeah, more treats for Homer. He needs to eat. Take care of your friend here, and there's more where that came from. Bribery. Bribery ultimate. Gonna bribe the dog to be a good dog, right? I don't think Homer could really, take anyone down, but he could bark at stuff. I guess this is conversation, right? Yeah. Lisette's Antiques. I guess this is your truck. This is my truck. And that ends the conversation. Let's get in the truck. Alright, now we're going to head up to the bait shop. And that is actually this way. See, I know that now. Before I was kind of lost, but I actually know that now. It's around... No, is it down here? Oh, it all looks the same to me. Bait shop, here it is. Conway and Shannon pull into the bait shop parking lot. Vaulted above the road on a thin steel bar, a handwritten sign reads, "Live bait, minnows small and also large for stripers, night crawlers, chips, and beer." A green flyer hangs loosely from a bit of masking tape at eye level. To the shop's right, a dirt parking lot sprawls unevenly into the grass and eventually trees. The bait shop is closed. Into the side door to Shannon's workshop. The walls are lined with cheap metal shelves loaded precariously with vacuum tubes, awkwardly shaped metal casings, and coffee cans full of electronic components. Shannon leads Conway to the back of the room, where a few TV sets in various states of disassembly are set up on a rough wooden table. She flips the switches on the power strip. They're all plugged into, and the TV sets tremble to life. Ask Shannon about Weaver. Conway asks Shannon where she saw Weaver. Shannon points to a small security monitor on the table. The image on the screen is just black, but it seems to be fading slowly, almost imperceptibly, between different shades of black. Like that's even possible. Shannon tweaks a few knobs on the side of the monitor, but the picture doesn't change. Stare at the security monitor. Conway stares directly at the security monitor. The screen is a cavernous black. It hums and swells at the pace of the tide. Conway loses track of the workshop's walls. They could be inches away or miles. He is adrift on black water, traveling swiftly towards a rocky shore. There should be a lighthouse or a buoy by these rocks. It's too dangerous. Shannon switches off the power strip. Weaver is not here. Weaver is not here, which means Weaver is back home at the Marquez house. So we shall take our wheel to the Marquez house. Oh wait, it's a guitar player. Oh, we already talked to the guitar player. We're not going to bother the guitar player now. No guitar player bothering today. I wonder if there's more stuff to explore. You know, we never really went around and explored everything. We just kind of went through the motions. I mean, there's really no gas limit or anything. You can go all over the place. I mean, we did find the guitar player. He gave him a wet whiskey $1 bill. Oh well, we'll go to the Marquez farmhouse. Act 1, Scene 5. Marquez farmhouse. Alright, time to mosey. Oof. Conway, your leg, man, your leg is all screwed up. How are you supposed to get anywhere, dude? He's like, I'm okay, man, I got my leg crushed, I can walk. You wish. Slowly, slowly forward. Those are some very interesting trees as well. Oh, there you go. Lighting up the house in the distance. I stopped? Okay. Oh, Shannon's gonna help me out. Oh, there we go. Not really fast, but faster, fast. So, Shannon's being kind enough to help me out. And I believe I can talk to her about the graves. The icky, icky graves. The creepy, icky graves. Come on, Shannon and Conway. Here we go. Yeah, we can talk about these. Let us talk. Let us discuss the creepy graves. With the frogs and stuff in the background. There's nobody buried here, you know. It's decorative, I guess. Or it's art or something. I don't know. What are the names on the headstones? Nowakowski, Padilla. I don't know those names. Maybe the people who lived here before? I know when they bought this property it already had a house and everything. Or maybe they have some other symbolic meaning. Oh, and look at the headstone, Marquez. I used to think that was for my parents. Now I don't know. So weirdness. A little bit of weirdness going on there. Gravestones is art. I mean, for Halloween, okay. And it is Kentucky, and I know that like some of the southern and eastern states do have like not gravestones, but graves near. Well, I don't know. It's just the really old graveyards, and some of the really old houses and farms will have graves because you know passed down and whatnot. But to just do it because, I mean, it just makes our house look nice and old, I suppose. I don't know. And Weaver doesn't appear to be here either. Well, that's annoying. Ooh, zinc. An abandoned spiderweb stretches across the bottom of a saucepan. A skillet is seasoned with dust. Well, I hope it's high-quality dust. I don't want my skillet seasoned with crappy, low-grade dust. It's gotta be worth something. We'll talk to Shannon. You know, now that I notice it, I got kind of a buzz cut going on. Or gray hair, I'm not sure which. Or maybe a combination of both. It's like I got gray hair and a buzz cut. So this is where she was? Yeah, it makes sense. This is where Weaver and her parents live. They took out a bunch of loans, you know, and had this place built. Do you have any debts? I owe some people some apologies. Well, you're lucky that's all you owe. My parents were like that until the company store found a way to get to them. For my dad, it was tokens to run the fans and air purifiers, and for my mom, it was canaries. Two solutions to the same problem, but they sure sounded different. Weaver had debt too, a lot of it, all tuition. She said she was a mathematician or something. Yeah, she studied some esoteric stuff about something about using math to translate between Spanish and English. I think eventually Weaver put some math skills to work on all the red numbers in the family checkbook and got a clear sense of just how hopeless their situation was. So she left. I guess she just drove away in the middle of the night. They woke up in the morning and the car was gone. Never came back. Until tonight. See, now that screams ghost story, doesn't it? It's like, oh, she left in the middle of the night and never came back. Until tonight. You know, it just seems ominous. Excuse me. Someone else told me to come here and talk to her. Huh? Okay. I guess we two aren't the only ones she's been talking to. Oh, that's not something you see every day. That old TV right there. Well, that is a damned antique for you. I had a model like that in the shop once, but I had to sell it off to make rent. Most painful decision I ever made. Say, do you mind if I open it up? Looks like the dials are all corroded and the screen is leaking light a bit. Come on, I bet Lisette would never forgive you for letting a specimen like that fall into disrepair. And we'll discuss the television. Zoom in, lights on, break away the walls. So ominous. It really is all ominous. It's all very artsy too. I do really like the art style. Oh yeah, these tubes are all messed up. Looks like they've been in a swamp or a cave or something. There's moss growing in this one. So how did Joseph get anything on that thing at all? That's okay, I have a few spares in my bag here. Here, I pulled this one out of an old computer monitor. It just needs to be recalibrated a bit. Well, I guess a CRT monitor would work. I mean, cathode ray tubes are cathode ray tubes, right? Okay, that should be seeing something now. Are you seeing anything? A little bit to the left. Okay, now just so everybody knows, I believe this is the last choice that I get to make when it comes to conversation. From here on out, the conversation plays out. And I would like you to know that, basically at the end of this portion of the game just goes out. It just quits. So I'm going to very quickly do my normal outro during that time. But if I just cut off and it seems like there's something more, don't worry, you didn't miss much. Promise. So, a little bit to the left. Damn, okay. Here, I think the contacts are dirty. Now don't go telling my customers I clean off old vacuum tubes with spit. Yeah, because when you buy a CRT television, you care that the cathode ray tubes were cleaned off with spit. There, just how to turn it north-south, and... north-south means she just wiggles it a little bit. That's what that was all about. Now the barn's cleaned up on the TV. And look at that. Kentucky Route 0. So I guess Weaver was telling the truth. The whole point of going to the cave was to find Shannon, who fixes the television set and shows us Kentucky Route 0. So that's it. This is all you see. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4 Kilobyte Short, on this Let's Play of Kentucky Route 0. And I will see you next game.